My humble pranams at the holy feet of Revered Lalaji Maharaj, Revered Babuji Maharaj, Revered Chariji Maharaj, Revered Daji Maharaj, and all elders of our mission. Namaskar. Today, I'll read one of the Babuji's message, inspirational message. Please listen carefully. Now, the one quotation which I read: there is a supreme power and ruling force which pervades and rules the boundless universe. You are a part of this power. Okay, that is the quotation. Now, let me go to the Babaji's message. The idea of Guru as the supreme divine force is very helpful in spiritual pursuit. So, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. So, we have to treat Guru as the God himself or the ultimate being. You depend upon his guidance, thinking him to be a superhuman being. If you go on with your busy routine of life, dedicating everything to your master, imagine what good it will bring to you in the long run. Therefore, Babaji has told that in the beginning we have to practice mechanically, that every activities, whatever activities we are involved, who should think that the job or the work is done by action is done by the great master. We have to always attach, always we have to think, invite the great master. Okay, only then we can develop what is called thinking him to be a supreme being. If you go on with your busy routine of life, dedicating everything to your master, imagine what good it will bring to you in the long run. So when we are doing any abhyasi, when he is practicing, means constantly thinking about the master and all his activities, in the long run, it will give a great results, what Babuji Maharaj says, and it is also true. Then, while doing a thing, think that you are not doing it for yourself, but for your master. Or rather, think that your master himself is doing it for himself. That is the way how. While at the breakfast table, you must think that your master is breaking his fast. When you go to the office, think that your master is doing all this. While returning from the office, suppose you see an attractive dance on the way. Suppose you see an attractive dance on the way. Your eyes are caught by the charming appearance of the dancer. Your thoughts seem to be diverted for a while. Then also that your master and not you is seeing the dance. You will at once lose curiosity for it, because your master's power will begin to flow in to relieve you of the temptation. When you come back from office, your children rejoice. Okay? At once. When you come back from office, your children rejoice to see you after so many hours. You too enjoy their merriments, and it is but natural. Okay? Your attention is for a while diverted towards them, and you feel a bit away from the sacred thought. You see, when we are playing with the children, we forget our Guruji Maharaj. So this is how we have to attach ourselves. Always attach ourselves to the Guruji Maharaj. Because we have almost in this world, we take human beings. We have forgotten God. That is the problem. Always we identify with ourselves to the objects or persons, friends, neighbors, or enemies, or this and that in this world. We are attaching ourselves and we are identifying rather. Because we think that by succeeding those things, only our life, our enjoyment lies. No, not like that. That is a habit. That's all what Babuji says. We are given a wrong training to our mind to attach ourselves always to the matter and not to the spirit. So now we have to divert our attention. We have to attach to the spirit or attach to the God or the master. Okay. So that is what he says. When you come back from home, okay, you have to enjoy, divert to them, and feel a bit away from the sacred thought. What you are to do then is to think that your master within is himself enjoying, and you shall be in touch with the same sacred thought again and again. So we have to invite the sacred thought, the master. We have to go on in touch with our great master. Only then we'll slowly disconnect. Our attachment will be disconnected from this attracting, from this temptation of the world, from the attachment of the world. That is bondage. Nothing bondage. What is bondage means? Our attachment, our desires is the greatest bondage. So we got in a whirlpool of bondage. And what to do? Nobody is there to help us except the great master. And it takes time. We have to go on, go on thinking about the great master. Every second, even a moment of separation from my master unto me is death, what Babuji says. So we have to develop that constant thinking or constant feeling of his presence every second, such that such that we'll develop non-attachment. These things, all this material, these forms, these attractions, temptations, all these things which give misery to us, sufferings to us. We don't know. People generally, all human beings, we think that we are going to achieve something in this world, some enjoyment, some success in this world, and we will be happy throughout our world. Our children will be happy, our wife will be happy. We will become a wealthy man one day or other. God will bless all bountiful things to us in this world. There is no wrong in it. We can desire like that, but at the same time we should not leave the connection of the great, the God himself or the Guruji, because if that is because of that only we are suffering and suffering without knowing what for we are suffering. So we have disconnected ourselves from the great master, the ultimate being. Now start connecting ourselves. No question of age or something, sex, age, or any differences, no caste, creed, color, nothing is there. We can start at any age of our period. And if we constantly invite the master in all activities, that is sure we are bound to reach him. And by that, from the duality, we can reach oneness with the great master. And therefore, if you are chatting with your friend, see, Babuji is telling like alphabet, teaching an all alphabets to the children. No, you understand? Or telling them rhymes, hickory dickory dock, little little stars, twinkle twinkle little stars. You can easily understand like that. He is telling how to practice constant thinking of the master. He is telling if you are chatting with your friend, think that not you, but you are the master is chatting. Think that your master, not you, is talking to him. While walking, think that your master himself is walking. During meditation, if you enter a time, the idea that not you but your master himself is meditating on his own form, it shall bring about excellent results. Even during meditation, we have to think that the great master, he meditating on himself. See, the object of meditation in our mission is divine light. But there is an alternative thing is that we can meditate on the form of the master. And that too we have to think that while doing during meditation that not us, not me, that meditating on the divine light, but the master himself. He is meditating on the divine light. Like that, we have to develop. That is what Babuji Maharaj is giving training from the roots to the Abhyasi. And Abhyasi, of course, I am telling, Abhyasi is my own little experience. Several decades it goes on. We have to go on practicing, practicing. We have to go on attaching ourselves to Master. We should go on praying the Master to give us, at least show His mercy and reveal Himself to us. And the great Master who has unconditional love for us and sacrifice, selfless sacrifice, He is doing to the entire humanity. And such a Master, He will definitely reveal Himself to the sincere seeker of our mission or anywhere. And that, that thing we have to have faith in the Master, completely total blind faith on the Master will definitely lead us, will move quickly to the holy feet of the Master, and we may merge in the Master, Layavasta. Therefore, these are all the things Babuji is telling for the preliminary things we have to develop. But so many people, senior, they say preceptors or senior up here. No, not that. You may be senior in age, in experience, or in the terms, but you have to be very careful. Therefore, that is the way how you have to. If you cultivate this feeling and maintain the outlook that you are Master is doing everything in your place. You shall not only be in constant remembrance all the while, but your actions will cause no impressions whatsoever. And very soon you will see us making further samskars. You see, we are accumulating samskars. We have left God in the lurch. And what we are doing here, we are accumulating samskars. That's what is samskars? That is action, bad action, good deeds and bad deeds. We want success. We face failure in this dual world. We don't know what is happening. We think that we are immortal beings, but some are the other. One are the other day we have to lose this body. When it becomes old, we have to lose this body. So we don't know. We are in utter ignorance. We don't know what is happening in this world. In a confused manner, we are chasing, chasing for what? Reality. So how can you get water in the desert? Only marriage. So in this desert of this world, by chasing the waters of reality, how can we get it? Is it possible? That's why Babuji is constantly, he was telling while he was in the physical frame also. Please, please practice and try to invite, try to attach yourself to the Master. Feel the presence of Master or the constant remembrance of the Master. That only will lead you to the ultimate. I can reach your goal of life and get rid from this world of duality. The problem of life will be solved. Your purpose of life will be fulfilled. And that is what Babuji Maharaj is telling. And he is such a spiritual mother. He is feeding to us how to practice the constant thinking or feeling of the Divine Master or the God Himself. So that what we have to absorb and try to move, go on moving. Whatever Babuji is telling, that we have to master. Our dear Master, as Benji says, I am yours. Thou art mine and I am thine. There is no difference between you, thine and mine. We both only oneness. Make love divine. We become one with one, and there is no duality. So therefore, I hope every Abhyasi would have understood what Babuji said and put it in practice and see the results. Definitely, I am telling, the results will be greatest thing than what we speculate. And I wish you all the success in spirituality by the grace of the great Master in this very life. Thank you very much. Meet you again. Om Shanti.